Hi there, welcome. Got a great topic today. It's all about your thinking. It all starts really in your mind. If you truly believe you can, you will. Or at the very least, you're on your way. The reason we often don't step up attempting new projects and challenges is because of our limited negative thinking and really our core beliefs deep down. Our fears tell us that this will end in failure, when in fact these are just often learning experiences and stepping stones to growing and really truly developing. Deep within us we view ourselves based on the negative things spoken over us and the experiences we've had growing up. We think it's impossible for us, so we shrink away. We really shrink away from having a go, and we make excuses why we can never rise to the challenge. Without realising it, I set limits based on my small thinking, my fears, and my deep-seated negative beliefs that I held about myself. This really caused me to dramatically limit the success that I had in my life. Living my life out of my limited thinking stopped me reaching out for bigger and better. So I would put it off, which made it worse, and this would just lead me to depression and despondency, and often just plain, sadly, just giving up. Now, being clean and sober from a lifetime of drug addiction, look, it didn't change the fact that I still had the original negative view of myself and lacked the confidence and really the courage to step up. I began to realise how powerful my mind really was, and the constant battle going on between positive and negative. The side of negativity often wins and finds excuses why we can't do something rather than why we can. Facing our fears and the unknown always looks more challenging and scary than really it is. We believe what has been negatively impacted on us growing up, which overall, quite a few of those things are just really lies. Because you can rise above fear. You can rise above failure and mediocrity. This can be where success really starts for you. With the right belief, the right attitude and action, look, anything's possible. Finding your strengths and talents and then developing these is the key to success. And putting your unique, your special flavour into it. Often these things are things that you're really warm to, or that just come natural to you. Just because you have a talent for something, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. I found I enjoyed talking and communicating, even though I was shy and lacked confidence. So going into sales seemed to be a natural progression for me. To start with, this was really hard. I'd come out of a lifetime of substance abuse, and to step into a role like this was very, very difficult. But with perseverance, I grew in confidence and in the role, and in my particular field, and look, I became one of the best, using my unique personality and look, my own style and flavour of being. I was genuinely interested in my customers. I was positive. I really conveyed a sense of excitement and enthusiasm, and look, I exhibited honesty and integrity. I developed over a period of time really good trust relationships with my customers. And look, in time I became National Business Development Manager for the company I represented and developed business all over Australia. And coming from a rehab and from my background, this is truly a great achievement. We often hear of people overcoming unbelievable odds and making it in life. I know that to be true of myself. I think if you can really foster the right belief and action, and really action that daily, you can overcome your fears. moving major obstacles and facing real difficulties and challenges and succeeding. With perseverance and the right attitude, it's simply amazing what can be achieved. Look, it's so gratifying to see yourself reach your goals and dreams. I can't state this enough. Set yourself a goal, or at the very least, a pathway to your hopes and dreams. Don't wait for the ideal time. The ideal time is now. It doesn't matter whether you're 16 or whether you're 60. Start where you are. One small step can eventually lead to your goal. Many great things have come from small beginnings. There could be many hidden talents that you have that really may surprise you, and these talents practiced could change your life. I can remember once I got clean and sober, I was very shy, as I mentioned, and didn't really have a lot of confidence to offer, and felt that my opinion mattered very, very little, and really couldn't talk confidently in groups of 3 or 4 people, really. Over time, I worked on building confidence and belief in my worth. It was really hard at the start. First off, I started sharing in small recovery groups. The first school I talked to, I was really very, very nervous. My mouth was dry, and to me it sounded like I stammered my way through the whole thing. I was quite surprised to be thanked by a few students afterwards and said that my talk had really helped them. And I was invited back, which is a good thing. Fast forwarding, I can remember a couple of years ago sharing my story in front of a group of at least 1,600 people. I still found this difficult, but nothing like when I first started. If you'd asked me early in recovery if I would ever do anything like that, I would have laughed and believed it absolutely impossible. Don't limit your thinking, because you are limiting yourself and your life by this. I believe we all have to fight negativity and our limited thinking and fears. If we truly want to rise out of mediocrity and fulfill our hopes and dreams, we have to do this. We have to change to be really positive in our thinking. Those traffic lights out there, they're not stop lights, they're go lights. The question is not how old am I, it's how young am I? Is my glass half full or is it half empty? In my case, it's overflowing. The amazing thing happened as I started dealing with those internal false beliefs and replacing them with positive truth, how quickly my life started to really change. Over time, my outlook and feelings brightened, and hope and excitement for life began to really grow. I found that my words were also extremely powerful. And really, I found they worked in conjunction with my mind and were cementing my positive beliefs. I became a positive, optimistic person. And believe me, look, that was hard, being someone who was so negative and sensitive and internalized everything. When I changed internally, my world externally began to change. I found that opportunities started to open up for me, and with an act of faith in God, I had hope and a positive attitude and the belief that if I followed my goals and dreams one step at a time, I'd eventually reach them. I really needed to start living in the moment and find joy in the journey. And it wasn't just about reaching my dreams. It was about the joy of living day by day, moment by moment. I shifted my criteria really from to the very, very basics. That every day above ground was going to be a great day. I had the gift of life, I had health, a new sunrise to greet me each day, and I could enthusiastically make my way through another day with a positive outlook. This helped me face difficult challenges and those really difficult days, and somehow, look, they just didn't seem quite as bad. In conclusion, changing your view, getting rid of unhealthy beliefs and adopting a positive attitude of who you really are, and with that new cemented positive attitude about yourself, you can battle negative beliefs and become the true success you were really meant to be. I believe that you can really reach down inside yourself and rise to this challenge. You're not on your own. Many people have done it. And as you know, I've come from a terrible past and overcome so many hurdles and had to meet innumerable challenges head on and rise above them. And if I can, so can you. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back from being your very best. Where you are now and where you would like to be tomorrow is completely dictated by you alone and the choices you start making today. So start making those right choices. Thank you for watching.